SmartQED is a powerful real-time incident collaboration platform. In this demo, I will show how visual investigation maps are used in SmartQED to effectively boost productivity and solve problems faster. Investigation maps are based on the Ishikawa or fishbone diagram, which is an intuitive, structured visualization of the possible causes and subcauses for a problem. In SmartQED, we have extended the basic fishbone in multiple ways to enable efficient incident collaboration. Firstly, we have introduced layered views of nested fishbones for easy drill down in case you need to do complex analysis. For example, router issue here has a folder icon next to it which indicates that it is a nested fishbone, and clicking on the icon shows the next level of causes for further checking. Investigation maps have integrated status tracking. For example, user issue is marked in green, which indicates that it has been eliminated as a cause. Upgrade issue has been marked in red, which shows that it is confirmed as a contributing cause. Turns out the database was upgraded on the day this problem occurred and the admin password was changed. And this happens to be the root cause of our problem. You can attach notes and files to any cause. All the small icons are clickable for seeing the details easily in context. Causes can be assigned to one or more investigators, and you can even set due dates for any specific cause. Setting the due date gives the incident manager good control over the timeline and helps to coordinate multiple parallel investigation teams. Now, to resolve an incident, you will typically need to take some actions. Actions are indicated on the maps using hand icons, which are also clickable. In this case, a reboot was attempted on the server with a specific start and end time. However, it did not help to resolve the problem, so useful is marked as no. For incident managers, we provide a consolidated actions timeline view where you can see all the actions that are scheduled, completed, or in progress. This helps to easily provide ETAs for recovery or remediation of the problem. Now, my favorite feature is the clock on the tail of the fishbone. Clicking it will show you a time-lapse view of the fishbone, how and when it was updated, and by whom. You can view the timeline backwards or forwards to quickly understand the investigation progress. It is also very useful for doing post-mortem analysis.
So we just saw how to use the investigation maps to solve a problem. Now, turns out, do we have to go through that whole process every time we come across a problem, especially if it's a problem that has happened earlier, so-called a repeating problem? Turns out no. And that's where QED Insights comes in. All that we really have to do is to enter the clue or the symptom of the problem at hand, something like unable to enter purchase order. And thereafter, all we need to do is click this button here. And at this click of this button, QED Insights, which is our ML-powered algorithm, is going to sift through our database, fish out all the problems of a similar nature that have been solved in the past, and it shows that list out here. And we can compare and we can check out what was similar, what the matching clues or symptoms. Even the unmatched symptoms are here if you wish. You can take a look. If in this case, of course, there was no unmatched symptoms, so that's that. But and if you like, and if you think that a particular problem is useful, you can use this flag to accept it, or you could reject it, or you could check further, whatever you wish to do. But that still leaves us the task of going through all of these problems and figuring out what caused the problem and how it got solved, etc. Well, it turns out that the ML-powered algorithm has gone a step further, and it has done that for us already. And the results are displayed in summary here, most likely causes and recommended actions. So if you click here, you get to see that there were 7 problems that matched. 4 of them had a problem with the database, 3 of them had the problem with the user. There was an upgrade issue with the database or a permissions issue with the user, etc. If you wish to know details about the individual problems, you can click here and you will get there for further details. Likewise, as to what needs to be done to solve these problems, these are our recommended actions. Once again, you could take a look at the details. So if it was a database issue, you need to change the configuration. If it was a user issue, maybe some documentation needs to be updated. Again, if you wish to know the details, you can click here. And finally, another thing that our ML algorithm does for us is that it creates what is called as an aggregated fishbone, which is nothing but, let me enlarge this a bit, which is nothing but a visual summary of the probabilistic distribution of all the underlying causes that have gone to create this problem. Templates allow us to really jumpstart investigations. So think of a situation where you have a couple of senior resources in your team with decades of experience with problem solving. They can use QED templates to codify their problem solving know-how in the fashion of this template, which is visual, intuitive, appealing, captures all the knowledge without any need to write lengthy and verbose knowledge articles, which take a lot of effort to prepare and, let's be honest, are rarely read thereafter. New junior resources subsequently can make ready use of these templates to jumpstart their problem investigations. So let's say we have this nicely solved template, and all that a senior resource needs to do here is export this as a template, like so. Click on here, export as QED template. You can give it a name, let's say PO entry failure. Include whatever you need to include here, and that's it. And yeah, I mean, I already had a name by that, so it's just going to overwrite it. It will be just fine. And once that is done, let's quickly simulate a situation where, you know, there's a junior resource who is looking at a similar problem, and at this point in time is kind of challenged to figure out where to begin. All that this new resource needs to do is browse the QED templates, and there you can see here, there could be more. I've just simulated this. You can search for your template name. You can preview what's there, and this is a ready-made map for us to start our investigation, and we can import. It gives us an option. You can check all that we want to import. You can play with these, and then there we go. What this does is that it's going to import that template in a moment. And there we go. It has imported the template. Now what's going to happen is that the new resource or the junior resource knows where to start looking into. They can still continue to investigate other angles, because this is just like a regular investigation map. So that's how this whole QED template thing works. You look at organizations which are looking at high attrition or imminent retireals of senior people. They can readily make use of this to upskill their junior resources.